the big time Baptist League of the South doing the preacher shit, and he say they lined him. Now, what fucked me up with that is that, like, yo, you know as well as I know, in the industry, niggas always getting lined up in the industry, in the music industry. Right. But you would never think that in a nigga, a church organization or secret society organization, niggas be lying niggas just like that. Just, right. You know, for monetary gain, just to see if you go play ball how we play ball. So this preacher, he was like, man, they sent it. They like, man, they sent the bitch. They sent a couple bitches to his room. Was asking, did he want room service? Pretty much, you know what I'm saying, knock him down. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so they said that because the nigga didn't take the room service, he couldn't become part of the Baptist scene, the big time Baptist scene, into the big leagues because they didn't have no dirt on. Right. You see what I'm saying? So once you know the game, the politics, the black male game and shit like that, a lot of shit just started to make sense. It's all politics, cuz. It's all politics. And this my thing about TD Bishop Jakes, cuz. Like I said before, we in a society in 2023 finna be 2024 where if you homophobic and you talk down on somebody gay and you got money, oh yeah, you finna be canceled, right? So if TD Jakes is a prosperity preacher and he preaches about getting people money and you donate this to me, you gonna be blessed and all that. Of course, he gonna be going around accepting donations on a donation tour. And as far as that little dude dancing in his church, like I said before, he couldn't. It ain't like the old day where the preacher be like, "Hey, get your ass out on the stage," which it should be, But now, if he would have told that man not to dance and do that, and first of all, the songs, the single ladies is promoting single. It's promoting a separation of the household, right? So that right there, he should have said, instead of saying something about the man dancing, hey man, that song ain't godly. I don't want that in my church. That song is promoting separation of the family. Single ladies, y'all should not be single. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to turn that off. Now that would have been a good way to divert, you know what I'm saying, some bullshit, but niggas don't think like that, and it make me wonder if he like that shit. Yeah, you know, and like he ain't guilty by a long shot. And like I see both sides. Yeah, and that's how I pretty much see it. I see it on both sides. Like I don't feel like he ain't did nothing. He ain't did nothing. Another preacher, big time preacher, ain't been into, you know what I'm saying? Just like, do. Yeah, man. I just wanted to touch on that right quick because I know that's a touchy subject everybody been touching on, and I wanted to get that out the way because I wanted to let people know, man, you can't just judge people off. You know, my uncle always said, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Because motherfuckers will take, like I had a homeboy, right? He hate taking pictures with people, man. Even in the penitentiary, he don't like taking group photos or none of that shit because niggas will use that picture later on with the feds and be like, yeah, I know him. But you don't even know me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. So people don't like being seen in pictures because you don't know people's real intentions. Later on down the line, you might find out he a robber or some type of, you know, bad human being that you don't want to be associated with because people hide their true nature. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I just wanted to get that out because you can't really prove what TD Jakes did, man. I hope he didn't. I'm praying for him, man. But, you know, he's a prosperity preacher. He gonna be around the money. And this what I don't like about like society is that everybody done left the church, but y'all still got churchly views. Right. How you leave the church but you still got the mindset of somebody that's. It's all politics, bro. Yeah, but the thing is, they left the church. Majority of the black women, black men left the church because they said it was shit like this going on, right? Okay, well, you leave the church and you go do the same shit you said you leave the church for. Right, then it's in the church. That's in the church. Then you turn around and turn on a man of God. And I say this, a man of God, because any nigga who pick up that book, he could be a snake out this world, but he has the power to change. What they say, nigga, if you change 1,000 lives or one life, nigga, it's still a life change. So, nigga, he can pick up that book and give the word to a lost soul, and that lost soul could take care of 1,000 people. So I don't really get down on a man of cloth like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where it's at with me personally why I feel like that, but I always feel like a man of cloth, no matter if he a snake, whatever he got going on. If he's preaching the word, you know the word is a level of positivity that can change somebody's life. And like I said, that one person life that he might change, that one person life might change 1,000 niggas' lives. So you can't look at the preacher man and just throw him in the garbage, or you can't look at the Muslim brother just throw him in the garbage. It's good at what they got. It's the structure, morality. You know what I'm saying? And even if that nigga not living morality, you have a duty as an adult for you to live moral. You see what I'm saying? So his judgment gonna come from God. It shouldn't come from you. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it go back to this too. You can't let no nigga play in your face though. And I think that's something that we not really looking at as people, because we don't even go to TD Jakes church, but everybody concerned about TD Jakes though. You ain't even
because he getting money, he getting money.
Yeah.
It's all about money. And that's why I did this live, right? Because, and for the people in the chat, man, yeah, we talking about TD Jakes first, you know, God first anyway. But still, I wanted to make a correlation between boxers, right? And a lot of times people put stigmas on boxers, right? And it's not true. And it can't be proven. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Conspiracy. Like, I got sentenced to 192 months in the federal penitentiary on conspiracy. They calculated how much drugs they thought I sold, and they gave me the time accordingly to my record, my criminal past record. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all conspiracy, and I hate that shit. But I'm like, we gotta deduce and get down to the nucleus of this shit. Now, first, he's a prosperity preacher. That's the first thing. Every time we see Creflo Dollar and all these big preachers with these big bank rolls, and it's all about the money, you know they're in it for the money, dog. But like you said, they still preaching the word of God. And people gravitate towards that because people been brainwashed over the years that that's how you get out of turmoil and your troubles. You call on God.
Yeah, that's how they.
But you do that to God, not a preacher, right? So what they doing is capitalizing, and you can't be wrong. You can't be mad at them for capitalizing, because God say eat off the land. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are a sheep, you gonna follow a leader, right? So that's their leader, and they standing strong on them and all that. But it's a conspiracy that can't be proven until further. Like I said, believe half of what you see, and they got videos up, and they say he a power bottom, all this gay shit, right? And he's a man of the cloth, right? So if it's true, they definitely want to expose him. But if it ain't true, they'll burn in hell.
Yeah, most definitely. I totally agree with that. I feel like with that, it's like how could you? But my thing is, what has he done that the sexual deviancy is not a crime, bro. You see what I'm saying? But and I say that because we so perverse into trying to look what other niggas is doing behind the scenes. That's a level of perversion, bro. But niggas not gonna look at it in a totality like that to be like, man, I'm perverted to even think that, man, what he doing with his dick matters. You see what I'm saying?
Per bantamweight championship to his rights. And don't do that through this round two. He lines his.
You judge a man of cloth for getting his rocks off, whichever way it is. If it's some homo shit or he got 1,000 bitches, you know. My thing is he hasn't committed any type of lawfully crime to. That's what they call it.
They can't prove it, bro. That's my thing.
Yeah, that's what they say. The court of opinion put you in a place where you already guilty for some
I
shit,
ain't taking up for the nigga, but I know what it is. And see, that's what people don't understand. It is what it is. That's like, okay, with it's a boxer name. I know you don't really keep up with boxing, but it's a Japanese boxer by the name of Inoue, right? And he's a little bit, he's way smaller than Tank Davis, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, Tank Davis going through his thing with Devin Haney, because they saying Devin Haney a weight bully, right? They saying Devin Haney really he be at 165 pounds when he rehydrate, and Tank is 135 pounder. Now Inoue is you know what I'm saying, is a monster in Japan now. He knocking shit out.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, that's a little Japanese dude, right?
Right, he knocking shit out, right? He just beat Stephen Cool Boy Fulton and knocked him out. And he from Philly, but he came over there to Japan to fight. So what they want is Inoue to come to America and get American drug testing and wear the American gloves and get on our time frame. Because over there, it's nighttime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So our body got to acclimate and all that shit.
Yeah, acclimate, yeah.
The food different. The food different. You might get sick. The language different. The air, you know what I'm saying? Everything about it, it makes you uncomfortable, right? So that's a big deal if you go overseas and fight and it's successful. So by him losing to the monster, now that everybody saying he's pound for pound number one. Over Tank, over everybody, right? But he hasn't fought in America. And people want him to come up in weight to fight Tank. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not fair, but at the same time, I can see why, because this dude is technically sound. And every punch is crisp and clean. It's like they taught him how to fight in a phone booth. Yeah. None of his punches.
He tight.
Everything's tight.
Ain't wasting no movement.
None.
Ain't wasting no movement. Everything sharp, on point. I see some clips of him. I know exactly what you're talking about. But like I said, like, you know, I'm just on the outskirts with the boxing shit. But I do keep my eye on the shit. But I seen some clips of him. Like you said, technically he nigga sharp, bro. The Asian boy is sharp.
But this the thing. I think Tank can beat him because, for one, he gonna be moving up in weight, and two, the way he fights, like he fights tight and all his punches are precise, but he takes shots because he puts the high guard up and he leans into his opponent and try to, you know what I'm saying, counter off whatever shot his opponents throw. Then boom, he throws his. But if you take a shot from Tank in the positions and the shots that he takes from lower level opponents, he will get hurt. And that's what I keep telling people.
He hurt the little Asian kid.
And that's why it's weight division for a reason.
That power, his power, Tank power could hurt a 160, bro.
But they don't want him to fight Devin.
Yeah.
And Devin.
I don't want to see. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to see Tank and Devin. I don't want to see Tank and Devin. I don't want to see Dake and Shakur. I just think like if anything, I would like to see them kind of just master their own classes and fight. You know what I'm saying? Just become dominate like how Bud did.
But that's what I'm saying though. Tank and Shakur is in the same division.
Okay, got you. Okay, well if they got a bump, they got a bump. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping on that. But just as a fan, a novice fan, you know, somebody that just follow this shit, I ain't too much into it. I don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, you know.
Why you don't want to see it? Tell the truth.
Man, I don't want to see two faces of the sport or three faces of the sport kind of like bump and lose the not the momentum that they have. But
they shine.
I don't want them to lose their star power.
And that's what a lot of people don't want to admit. Listen, cuz
Earl ain't gonna never be the same.
No, listen, cuz I want to tell you that because that's the reason a lot of people don't want to admit why they don't want to see Tank fight, bro. That's the main source. It's the fear. Yeah. They don't want to see their favorite fighter lose, bro.
Yeah,
they don't, and then the Devin Haney fighters, fans think they can beat Tank, but they want to get him at a disadvantage. You see what I'm saying? They want to get it at a disadvantage. They want to bring him up in weight, and they know he's a weight bully, It's already established. It's not a military secret. This motherfucker blew up to 165 after he fought Regis Prograde. That's what they saying or reporting. So I don't know how you making this weight, but you making it, and that's all that counts. But at the same time, when you rehydrate, that's the whole thing. When you rehydrate, you blowing up to a fucking welterweight size, bro. And so if you go up to 140, they're going to have to put a rehydration clause, but Tank is more comfortable at 135. And I understand why he should stay. I say he stay at 135 because if he goes up to 140, like you say, that's dangerous because like weight classes are established for a reason. And Tank body size and his build is small, and it just won't get to a certain size comfortably where he can fight efficiently. Like he might be able to go to 140 and kick Devin Haney ass, but it'll be more difficult for Devin Haney to beat him at 135. And that's what the luster and the shine, you can't get your shine dull. So you got to stay at 135. If you Tank, you stay at 135. Fuck Devin Haney.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's you hit it on the head. Like you talking everything that I agree with that shit.
Yeah, fuck Devin Haney. Like the fight's supposed to been made. They missed their opportunity, just like Deontay Wilder got his ass beat the other night. Him and AJ missed the opportunity to make the fight. Now AJ want to fight him because he see the man getting beat up now. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to call the man out now. You see him on the downstroke. When the when the man was like $50 million, what's up? You was like, no.
He was ducking him. Yeah, he was ducking me. AJ didn't want to take that fight with Wilder when he
was popping shit, nigga, before Tyson Fury beat the daylights out of him.
Yeah, and this the thing. This the thing about Deontay, man. Is just like, bro, you're an athlete, and I understand technicality in the sport. And I'm gonna tell you where he went wrong.
His training.
I'm gonna go a little bit deeper than that. You know, the woman that you decide to keep in your life is gonna dictate the type of man that you ultimately go be. You know what I mean? So once I seen his baby mama, not his first baby mama, but the baby mama that came when he got the money. Light-skinned bitch.
Yeah.
All right. When he got with her, it was over with. It was over with.
I seen that when she came out to the fight, man, she was decked out to the T, had the long hair. She was beautiful, right? Hey, man, that's a big distraction for a dark-skinned nigga, man.
That's, man, for a dog. You come on, bro.
Hey, this nigga legs was weak as hell in the ring, man. I think he was fucking before the fight.
He was fucking, bro. And this the thing. Look, this is a cold world and a cold game, and you know this, right?
Man.
You know this, right? Alright, then, nigga, put that bitch on him. You feel me?
Somebody put. Hey, I don't know. I can't say, but that's a bad thing going into a fight if you got your girl in your head.
Come on, bro. Allegedly,
I can't prove it, but that would be bad.
Yeah, we gonna say allegedly, but we did see her post fights shining. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Over the top, which you don't need as a fighter that's trying to become the best in your respective class, right?
Hey man.
You
can't tell a dark skinned nigga nothing if he get him a bad light-skinned bitch.
No, because he been called ugly his whole life. And that's what, look, you probably could identify with this. I've been handsome the majority of my life, right?
Right.
So I never had a problem with bitches calling me ugly. Or,
right.
You know, even once a nigga that got insecure and my face was just bigger and shit like that, I still was like, man, fuck it, nigga.
Right.
I still got a little bit more than another nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know she lying.
I know she lying. So now a nigga that's been called ugly ass and big nose and big lip ass nigga.
And he really is.
He really is. He feel like that his whole life. So we do get the bad bitch. You like you said.
At least that's what society call ugly, you know.
Yeah. And that's why I say, and with all sensitivity towards my brothers, those are society. Those are society. What the fuck I'm called? I ain't firing. My brain ain't firing off right now.
I know what you're talking about. It's a color struck. Black people been color struck.
Yeah, those are phenotypes motherfuckers made up about our people that don't necessarily reflect.
Hey, listen.
Our images of beauty. You know
I was talking to Medea last night about color struck. My granddaddy was color struck on my mama's side, right? He hated when my mama used to come in there and out the sun who used to be dark. And she like, girl, you dark, you out there in that sun, you done got black. And his people used to treat him bad because they was jet black, right? So he used to wash his face with bleach and all that shit, man. Yeah. That was back in the early day, man. A lot of people were color struck because if you were dark skinned, you didn't get the opportunity and people treated you worse. And the people that were light skinned used to get into different little sororities and you know what I'm saying?
Now look, this shit is prevalent, and that's some cool. That's history. That's your history. That's my history. Now look, me knowing what I know and just the information that's out there, you had niggas that was already here, right? Black niggas that was already here. Now hear me out. This is my thinking, you know what I'm saying? And it compiled with some factual shit, but this is just this ain't nothing official. This is just my thinking. Now, everybody got a black ass granddaddy and a fair skinned grandmother or a brown skinned grandmother with long pretty hair. Is that fair? Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say.
Alright, because guess what happened in the Civil War? The majority of the slaves that came over here were African. So once they left the Civil War, guess what? They was going to other plantations and other places around the country where our grandmothers was at, and they was fucking our grandmothers that was what? Native American women. And look, I know this person because this the Washington story. Grandpa Washington moved in with grandma and her family. He was a farmhand because they already had a farm. They already had what they call a funeral home, the stores, all that shit in Mississippi. So what happened was after the war was over, he was a casualty of leftover war. So he went and got him a bitch on the farm, bad big booty, red bone on the farm. So now you look at the granddaddy is the black, black African, and then you got the black Native American. So you got the black African and the Native American.
Listen, cuz you ain't telling me nothing new, cuz the Africans been we told Christopher Columbus how to get here, cuz we was already here.
Yeah, we was already here.
We already had been making trips to Asia. We had make trips to all these places, man.
We circumnavigated the world.
Right. That's in National Geographic. The National Geographic showed the exploration throughout time.
Yep.
That's proof. That can be proven, cuz you ain't said nothing wrong. But like with
I just said that because we talk about colorism, and that's where that shit come from. So now you got Big Daddy saying that, nigga, I don't even want you to look like me. I'm getting killed out here in the world. I want you to look like your mama, not that son. So now when I look at my daddy side, they people, it's the same.
Listen,
same type of shit.
You ever watched the movie Malcolm X?
Yeah.
His daddy, Malcolm X's daddy, was jet black. And his mom and his listen. His mother, Malcolm X's mother, was star bright like Mama Georgia and my family, real lighter than Mariah Carey color, right? Mm-hmm. He intentionally wanted her and she intentionally wanted him. Back in those days, it was good to get a baby unblack. Like, cause if you had a real dark skinned baby, it was hard for him back then, man. It was hard. So you wanted to see your children succeed. So all the light skinned women were color struck too, because they had
they wanted the black.
Right. They were hurt that people were talking about them so much. Like, look at this red. She thinks she all that. She in the house, master. That's probably master baby. That definitely is master baby. You understand what I'm saying? These type of things, the psychological warfare was going on. So you had people that wanted dark-skinned babies, and then you had the men that wanted the light-skinned baby. Then you had the women that wanted the light-skinned baby. They all wanted to make their baby different from them to survive different things. The light-skinned people wanted the dark-skinned babies to survive the psychological warfare of being light-skinned, and the dark-skinned people wanted the babies to be light-skinned to survive the world of what's going on and how they'll be perceived. You understand? Because it was certain colleges, black colleges, that wouldn't let certain people in their sororities unless they passed the paper bag test. And see, and that's what I keep telling people about boxing. Boxing is not going to have a dark-skinned face of boxing. Now, Terrence Crawford should be number one pound for pound. Hands down. He just beat the shit out of Earl Spence, right? True? And yet and still, they got Monster Inoue over him. This is a 100 a little bitty motherfucker, right? And they say he can beat Tank. Now, in the meantime, Terrence Crawford has been undisputed, and now he's at the end of his career. He still don't get the respect. Why? Because I got history for you. Sugar Ray Robinson, remember him? He was the face of boxing, but he had the perm, and he was like eye complexion. He was eye complexion. You know what I'm saying? So then you had a dude named Ezra Charles, though. He was dark skinned. He died. Yeah, but he was dark skinned just like Terrence Crawford was, man. And he beat everybody. But guess what? Sugar Ray would not fight that man. Sugar Ray would not, because he knew. He told his manager about Charlie Burr. He like, man, I thought you loved me, man. I'm too pretty to fight these niggas. Yeah. He fighting all the white boys, all the Germans, because we was going through a war back then. And they didn't have nobody over there that can beat them Germans like the niggas. So that's when they rooted for us, whenever we can whoop somebody for them, remember? So he went over there, him and Joe Louis, beating up all the Germans. They were good for the image, though. Joe Louis, light skin, had the little good hair, talk proper, yes sir, no sir. Sugar Ray Robinson, he knew how to dance. You know what I'm saying? He was hip. That was the image they wanted to project to the black community. You understand? Muhammad Ali tricked himself into he slid into the face of boxing because he was already Cassius Clay when he came out kicking ass. Then he beat Sonny Liston ass. That was old. Then here come the Nation of Islam. Oh, he tricked you. He tricked you. He slid his way in there. You couldn't be denied now. He couldn't be denied. And they hated. They just paid to see him lose then. But if he would have never become Muhammad Ali, man, that man would have been the world back then, man. But the government took his career for, 3 to 4 years away from? That was his prime boxing years. So we'll never know how great Muhammad Ali would have been. Because the government said, you going to go to Vietnam and fight for us. And he said, no. And they say, oh, you ain't going to go? We going to take your boxing career. I know you in your prime. These your best years. But he came back and he did what? Thriller in Manila. He got dropped, but he came back and killed everything, nigga, until he got brain damage. And with these boxers now, I'm just telling them.
What you
colorism, man.
What you just said goes across the board. Every black superstar has been stopped in their prime.
Bro, take 3 to 4 years off of Tank's career right now. Say you can't box for 3 years, Tank. How you think who he gonna fight when he come back? This is prime years, man.
Not these young boys that's coming up, because you gotta think, he inspired, what's my man, A.D. Bronner, he inspired that style of boxing to where it's gravitational for the youth. So not understanding that you got a whole generation that follows you niggas and that's in that gym on y'all ass, he take off 3 years, that's like taking off a decade in boxing, bro.
I'm telling you, G. It's hard taking off a year. So they took 3 to 4 years from Muhammad Ali. You understand what I'm saying? And that shit hurt him. But he was still working out. If they would have had social media back then, he would have been a star. Because he was still doing videos of his workouts and everything. Nigga posting that shit.
You gotta think too. Like I said, nigga, every superstar that been stopped in his prime, Mike, from Mike to Kobe to Magic to it don't matter what sport, to Barry Bonds, it don't matter what sport, bro. Football, Barry Sanders, OJ. Then they cut OJ short. Then they cut Jim Brown short.
Jim Brown, he said fuck the NFL and said I'm gonna be an actor. He did that on his own.
So that's what I'm saying. All our favorites, so-called favorites, or just I would just say our greatest, because they are our greatest. You look at all our greatest, bro. They all been stopped in their primes, bro, with something. Is it a rape case? Is it HIV? Is it the father dying? Is it something? What's going on that when black men reach a level of prominence in their respective fields where they got to get cut short? You know what I'm saying? Just look at Dave Chappelle. He was.
I just thought that's a good point.
Look. I mean, just look at our greatest comedians. Look at Kevin Hart, and you know what I'm saying? Like he caught the scandal, and he ain't never been the same after he.
They trying to put him in there with P Diddy. But nah, man, this Monster Inoue, man, he's the real deal, man. But over there in Japan, like I be telling people the same thing you say about Monster Inoue, you got to say about Tank, because he ain't fighting nobody over there in Japan that we know. Yeah. He's fighting Japanese guys, except for Cool Boy Stephen Fulton, and that's what I wanted to get on. Cool Boy is not no elite boxer, and I was telling people that before the fight. I was like, Cool Boy, alright, but nigga ain't really checking on Cool Boy. He a fundamental boxer from Philly. That's it. He ain't got no power. He finna move up to 130 now. But that's because I think he trying to get a belt so he can rematch Inoue. But if you rematch Inoue, you better do it in America. Because them niggas over there taking drugs. Man, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Them niggas on that shit.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. I can't look at sports and entertainment and not understand it's real shit happening. You know, behind the scenes, in the mix, all that shit, bro. Meaning that, like you know who I look at, and I feel like this nigga understand the sports and entertainment world to a T, and he don't be giving no fuck because he make the adjustments. Bones, John. That nigga, he go cheat.
This nigga, man. You see this motherfucker?
Yeah. Take hit his ass with one of them left hooks.
Hey, watch this though. Watch this when he gonna lean into him, and he leave himself open a lot when he throw his hooks. Watch this. Hold up. Oh, I stopped it on one of the parts of it. Let me see. See how low his hands is?
Yeah, Tango.
Look, see how he got his high guard up, and he let him hit him in the. Look, watch this. I stopped it. I paused it on him. You see that?
Yeah.
Look at that. A shot right there with Tank is over with.
It's over with. Tank catch that kid.
Look at that. Let's see how his head wide open.
Yeah,
Tank a counter puncher too.
Yeah, Tank. That's what I'm saying. Tank will come right back in with that left hook. Eat his ass up.
Yeah, Tank a counter puncher.
His hands too low. Tank, man, Tank will destroy that kid.
Yeah, Tank will beat him up. He'll be a good fight though, cause like I said, these boys ain't fighting nobody, dog. They gotta fight each other. You say you don't want to see it, but I want to see it, bro. Cause if not, we just gonna keep seeing them niggas beat motherfuckers up. That's all we gonna keep seeing, man. And we ain't gonna see no even action. We ain't gonna see. I want to see each other niggas. Like I ain't seen a fight where motherfucker knock down a motherfucker, then nigga get up and then he knock him down in a long time.
Oh, it's a full out ball.
And I mean, last time I really seen that was like Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, and that was a one-sided fight though. He beat the shit out of Wilder, but Wilder still knocked his ass down.
Yeah.
And I just ain't seen that in a long time. I want to see it.
Just a good fight.
Like a Hagler Hearns fight.
Yeah, Yeah,
when the
like,
that shit ain't go long, but it was a great fight. That nigga not
legendary fights, but you know, in the business of boxing, you know that shit, like you say, politics. So them niggas got certain niggas coming out on top every time.
and that's the protection shit. I don't like it. You trying to, you know what I'm saying, get all the money you can get out of a fighter before he lose, bro. That's what it sound like. You squeezing the towel dry. Now I can't afford to put him in the ring with this nigga because we've been scouting certain type of fighters. Like, I'm truly the one to say it, and I don't care what nobody says. Floyd Mayweather schooled him in the fashion to fight a Mexican style fighter. Cause that's who he fights a lot. Because that's the money. The black and brown fights sell more than the black on black fights.
Yeah,
when you get down to the dollars of it, like it's the color structure shit, and he's a light-skinned boxer. You understand what I'm saying? You can market him. He's from the hood. The black kids gonna follow him, just like Sugar Ray Robinson. Just like Muhammad Ali. The kids love him. You gotta be able to something the kids can love. And can relate to.
Yeah, he definitely has all the star power, man.
Fucking right.
Yeah, Tank got all the star power.
And they gonna protect that at all costs. They is not finna put him in the ring with no killers no time soon until it's like demanded.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You know how bad motherfuckers wanted that Terrence Crawford Earl Spence fight, man?
Yeah, they want that shit bad, boy.
Years, man.
Yeah,
and then it got to a point like where we at with Devin Haney and Tank. Like, man, fuck that fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to see that shit no more. That's how we was with Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, bro. It's a repeat. And then when we finally got the Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fight, we was happy again. Remember? And then it's the same shit with this. If they actually do make a fight, people gonna be happy again. They're gonna be making their predictions again. It depends on what weight it is, you know. But Tank being smart, Tank got the best. Tank got the best advisors in his ear. He got Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby, Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny. They gonna steer him towards the money bag. They not gonna do nothing to jeopardize Tank's career, bro. Because that's not what they paid for.
We said this about in the NBA. Like, it's a little different in the NBA, but it's still the same, meaning that it's protecting money. Like, now you got 27, 28 teams with a kid, that father that played in the league. So what you're talking about is, you know, like you say, niggas protecting that sack. You feel? Like, generational wealth. Like, them niggas is shooing in who they want to shoot in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
They shoot in who they want to shoot in. So it's like the average nigga who's trying to fight his way up the ranks. He barely got a shot unless he get with the right people. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with basketball and even in football nowadays. Like, the kids that's coming out of high school in football with the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Like, them niggas not getting no shot unless you crazy nice. Like, you gotta be 6'6" and jumping out the gym and equally compatible to niggas who played 2 years of college basketball already.
Right.
Or college football already. So therefore, the college kid ain't getting recruited. The high school kid not getting recruited anymore.
Exactly.
So it's all that shit. Every aspect of all sports right now, bro.
I gotta give credit to Tank team, man, because I just know that these niggas is getting the most out of Tank, bro. Like, and I ain't just trying to talk bad about them, but they getting the most out this G. Like, the contract that I see the chess move. You know, I play chess. I see the the chess move that Bill Haney and Devin Haney made with the $20 million guarantee, right? That wasn't a shot at Tank. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't for Tank to accept because he knew he couldn't accept that contract, right? People don't understand 2 moves ahead of time. So you send a $20 million guaranteed contract to this guy.
Yeah, call a nigga bluff.
Not just that, it's deeper than that. Okay? You send a $20 million contract or whatever to Tank team. Tank, like, man, I'm the A side. Everybody like, man, Tank the A side, you can't send no contract. They know this, because this has been said before. It's also a bluff, just like the Shakur Stevenson contract. They knew they weren't finna come back on no 135 anyway. So you send the contract, they gonna think it's a bluff. They gonna know that Tank gonna say, man, you can't send me no contract, and I ain't working with Eddie Hearn. So, but it's deeper. So now Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather see that you done sent $20 million guarantee, and Tank ain't never got no motherfucking $20 million guarantee before. Now Tank got that seed in his mind. Like, damn, how the fuck they offer me $20 million guarantee? And these niggas, the most guarantee I ever got was like, what, $4-5 million? With the Ryan Garcia fight, other than that, what, 2? 1, 2?
Yeah.
You know, guarantee?
Yeah.
Hey, Al, what's up, man? What are you talking about? Oh, man, you know, man, them niggas just capping, man. You know what them young niggas say? Yeah, he just capping, man. That nigga ain't got no $20 million, man. Where he gonna get $20 million from, man? Man, they is Muslim now. You know, they fuck with them Saudis.
Yeah.
Muslims stick together. Unlike Christians. I ain't saying no Christians stick together, but Tank just become Muslim. He just reverted to Islam just not too long ago. So who's to say who got what? But the seed is already planted. And anytime you can tell your girl, a girl can be like, hey girl, I think that nigga cheat. I think I seen him over there on the south side with so-and-so. And it'll be a cold lie. And you'll be at home chilling. You probably done cook for your girl. She done came home. Yeah, I heard you was over there, woo, woo, woo. What you mean? And there it go. You feel me? So it's the seed. You know what I'm saying? So they probably put that seed out there. These niggas are diabolical. They don't understand how smart Bill Haney is, man. This nigga will lie in a heartbeat, and that's what politicians do. Like I said, go back to politics, man, and chess moves. Now, Tank is at a situation where, like, he want to get the most, not the lesser. I thought I was getting the most. Well, wait a minute. You mean to tell me I could have got this? I want it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm just speculating. You know, don't take me for, it's just what I would think. Because I just think not just inside the box. I try to think.
No, you know, I ain't gangster, man.
Them niggas don't want Tank to be asking for no more money. Tank getting all the money he can get.
Outside the ring.
Yeah, Tank living good, man. Them pay-per-views, man, he be getting, man, that shit add up. That man bought houses, them niggas done burnt the houses down he bought in Baltimore. He ain't tripping. He got insurance.
I just seen niggas bought this whole neighborhood.
Yeah, he bought a block, bought 9 houses.
Yeah.
Well, shit, nigga. You at a point in your career where everybody telling people that you ain't fighting nobody. So once you get to that point of your career, what do?
Yeah. You gotta show up.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it's about the money, man. And I understand, like, they saying Devin Haney ain't gonna bring no money, Shakur ain't gonna bring no money. Cool. But what you gonna do? Who you gonna fight? Because niggas, you at a point in your career where motherfuckers were like, okay, well, man, all right, now it's time to step it up in competition. Do something for us. You know, pull a rabbit out the hat. Who you finna fight next? It's like a secret. And, you know, I know they using all the way outs. Like, he can't train because he on probation or the judge got it against him and all that. But, nigga, you can train inside wherever you locked in at. There's no excuse. I just want to know who you finna fight next.
Cuddy, cuz I'm about to let you go, man.
Yes,
Hit me up
sir.
a little later, man.
Yeah, hit me up, G.
Yep.
One.
Right.
Oh shit, I hung up on my cuz. But nah, I want to know who you finna fight next, cause we got a lot of fantasy fights. Yeah, that's cool. You got a lot of fantasy fights. Yeah, that's cool. But that shit is a fantasy, nigga. You wishing on a star. Close your eyes real tight and say, please. We want to know. I want to know. I got to know. I need to know. Everybody want to know. It's a lot of fighters out there. Good and bad. I'm not going to say Hector Garcia is a bad fighter. He's a little bitty nigga, and he doesn't have the skill to get in the ring with no Tank Davis. I ain't going to say, well, I'm going to say Pitbull is a bad fighter because all he do is throw hooks. But Gamboa hurt his Achilles. That was a good fighter. That was an injury fight. Santa Cruz, he was a little bitty motherfucker too. He came up, but he's a good fighter, but he's just not good enough to be in the ring with no Tank Davis. None of them guys are good enough to be in the ring with no Tank Davis, especially a Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is what? An average fighter. He's not no good fighter. He has a great left hook if he can land it, but that's it. That shit can be game plan for and eliminated. If he ever gets in the ring with Devin Haney, he'll get dissected and probably stopped. I don't think they're going to make that fight. And, I just feel like my cuz said, man, fuck them fights. Because they ain't going to make them. But what he couldn't get around is, Tank, man, you at 135, and that's what you proclaim now. Y'all made it solitary, secure that it's 135 or bust. So we forgetting about Devin Haney now. We ain't even talking Devin. We ain't gonna mention this nigga name no more over here. Yeah, nigga, we ain't mention Devin Haney name no more on this motherfucking channel for right now. But 135, my brother. I ain't say I wasn't gonna talk about Bill ass. But brother, 135, baby. 135 and down. So what about 130? 131, 132, 133, 133? The monster. Let's make a big money fight. Got to get the big money fight. Yes, you want the big money fight. This is a big money fight. In Japan. Oh, man. Bring them up. Make it happen, man. When you do that, what you gonna do? See that? Man, they say his punches hurt. They say, yeah. They say they wear the gloves, but he got like a cast in them bitches over there, bro. You gonna wrap your hands like he wrap his, or you gonna say, no, you gotta wear some better gloves? What you gonna do? You gonna eat that sushi? Y'all gonna bring pre-made meals over there. You gonna drink their water, or you gonna bring your own water? Depend on the scorecards at the end of the rounds, even though the Japanese can't really speak English. Y'all gonna have some American judges on the side. Who's picking the glove? What the split gonna be? Who the biggest star in Japan? Who they coming to see? They coming to see you? Who the A-side? Who the A-side between Tank and Inoue if they made that fight? Who's the A-side? Somebody talk to me, man. I don't know. That's a hard decision. Somebody tell me who's the A-side. I had to type that in there in the title. If you hear me typing. That's what I did. Yes, I did it. Yes, indeedy. Who is the A-side? I need to know this. Everybody gonna say Tank the A side, but not if they fight in Japan, and that's what I'm saying. If they fight in Japan, oh man, Inoue is the A side, right? Unless what Tank sends the contract. What if Inoue says no? It's a big money fight. What if Tank sends Inoue a contract saying come to America and go and abide by my guidelines, the drug testing over here, and you get a 70-30 split, blah blah blah, and Inoue say no, we the A side. You come to Japan and you abide by our split, and we want 70-30. You know what I'm saying? When you get 50-50 on the pay-per-view, how about that? And Tank say no. And then that's another fight we'll never see, right? Because nobody likes to compromise. Nobody's going to give up their A side. That's what y'all got to understand. These fights will never happen. These are fantasy fights. Because who in their right mind will give up their A side? Tank is not going to never give up his A side as long as he can help it. And the same should go for Inoue. Inoue is #1 pound for pound on a lot of people's list. Not mine. A lot of people though. And that's a big deal. And that is ammunition for negotiations. And you can't deny that. So what should you do about a situation like that is the question I'm asking. Because if that's the case, we ain't gonna see no Tank Inoue fight. Definitely. If that's the case, we're not seeing that. So who's next? Navarrete? Who he fight? He ain't fighting nobody? That's an easy fight for Tank. That's easy. That's who we've been trained to fight. Inoue slick. But he also has a come forward style. He'll get hurt against Tank. Yeah, he'll get hurt against Tank. What I know is that I never seen Tank fight the type of styles that Devin Haney fought. Damn, I mentioned that nigga name again. Fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just hard to just talk about boxing and not mention other boxers. But fuck that nigga. I never seen Tank fight slick black styles. Like, I seen him fight a lot of Mexican styles. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to see him fight some slick black styles or some real fundamental. Like, you can say Hector Garcia has a slick black style, Ryan Garcia has a slick. I don't think so. Them niggas, they have a Cuban style. Well, Hector does. That big ass head, easy to be hit. You can predict him. They fight in a rhythm. Hector had that boy hurt before Meek Mills was He wasn't hurt. He was working. Meek Mill caused that distraction. Tank looked off in the crowd. I'm like, man, heck is dumb, man. That nigga must have been paid not to beat Tank up. I let anybody else been in the ring. Let Shakur been in the ring. He looked over to Meek Mill. I'm just saying. Yeah, you know, I don't think Keyshawn Davis would have took advantage of that. That'll be a good fight for Tank. Y'all don't think so? Oh, Keyshawn ain't ready. Who the fuck said Pitbull was ready? He did good, huh? One-handed man. Y'all want to see that again, don't you? I understand the innate need for a motherfucking good knockout. All right, that's all people were talking about on that Deontay Wilder and AJ card. That's a card full of knockouts. That's all we want to see is a knockout. Nobody want to see a boxing match. Nobody want to see a master class like Dubois did. Even though he got his man out of there, he did a master class. But he shouldn't have been fighting Big Baby any fucking way. Because he won that fucking Usyk fight. To me. Because Usyk was crying like a little bitch on the ground. You know? 10 count like a motherfucker. That was a 30 count. It's supposed to be Usyk and Big Baby. And Tyson Fury and Dubois. But that ain't right. You see how motherfucking Ngannou got cheated. They had to get them boys to win. And Spike's already set up. Look at that shit. You can't do that against no Tank, man. You can't. Look at how wide open this nigga is. He vicious with his precision, but Tank ain't finna stand there like that. Tank footwork way better than this man. Well, he is a southpaw. He's destroying his set. You heard him. Got that motherfucking cast in his glove. You can't fool me, man. That's why Cool Boy knew we was gonna lose, man. He started complaining about that fucking glove and the cast. I'm like, nigga, put your shit in. Work your mojo. Hit him with the same glove. You know? Or come to America and don't worry about that. You know? Cool Boy say he moving up to 130, y'all. And then he want a rematch with Inoue. How y'all think that'll play out? I think it'll be the same shit. It's a hype job going on with Cool Boy, man. He's just a basic fundamental boxer from Philly. No special effects. He ran up on this motherfucking Asian kid. They done taught him how to fight inside a phone booth. His defense alright to me. I don't think it's I think it's the precision that he has, man, that hurts people. It makes people ball up tight. Everybody ain't gonna sit there and take that punishment. But when you hurt, that's a different story. You gotta hurt them first. It just looks good against lower level competition, you know. It's good to see a good beat down. You're gonna always feel a little disappointment whether you're a boxing aficionado or just a casual if you watch a fight And it's just a boxing match, chess match. A lot of jab, a lot of measuring, posturing, clinching, smothering, step back. A lot of that. Not appreciating the art of that. The fact that you can't figure your guy out, but you can figure out a way to elude his attack. And for the other guy, it's an art because he can't figure out how to hit him, yet he still attack. So it gives him something to work on in the film room, which will make a rematch a better fight. I feel like Shakur should rematch De Los Santos with a healthy hand, just like I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't want to see it, but that looks like what that's gonna happen, man. A rematch with Pitbull Cruz. So you get that shit out the way, then what? Niggas are available at 135. It's already established what the coach said. Y'all heard the coach, man. What the coach said? Hold on, let me see what the coach. Hey, coach. Motherfucking coach ain't no joke, man. What coach at? Put coach on the line.
All tight fights is tailor-made as well. You can't say that, coach. Just say good fight.
Y'all missing why I said that. That was the perfect match for Devin to showcase his talents. He had on the perfect suit. It was tailor-made. It was a showcase fight. He showed up for the showcase. Is that clear enough for y'all? Everybody kept saying, oh, Tank ain't fight nobody. Tank ain't doing. They doing the exact same thing. All of them doing the exact same thing. It's just which fighter is easy to get to with the platform that they are on. Did that make sense, y'all?
Mm-hmm. No, you see, I get it. I understand. I see Bill's blueprint. I can see it. You know what I mean? Regis, southpaw, flat-footed. I mean, I had hopes that he could make the fight aggressive, that he could make it a street fight, but he couldn't do it. Devin had to do his job. I was rooting on Regis making it a street fight.
Yes, you was. Yes, you was. You was rooting on Regis. Yes, you was.
Regis couldn't find his way in the door.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. But nah, man. Guys fighting tailor-made fights, man. Not saying these fighters are bomb, but they tailor-made, bro. And that's why I tell you. Floyd has got him so used to fighting the Mexican style fighters, the Kung Fu fighters that don't have a lot of skill talent as far as elite skill talent. A lot of fighters that you can counter With the power that Tank has, that's a mercy rule waiting to happen. You see what he did to Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz just couldn't stop attacking Tank. It got too good to him. Got too good. And he did just what, the Mexican style fighters do. And they attack. And once they get you hurt, or they think they get you hurt, they bombard you with punches. Sometimes the same combinations in a row. Like Leo Santa Cruz did. By Tank being a southpaw and a counterpuncher, he just waited till Santa Cruz threw the fatal blow again, like he did 2 times prior, and countered it.
Hey, Coach
So,
Cal, City 313 say all Tank.
Mario.
About this, all Tank fights is tailor-made.
Had
as
success.
You can't say that, Coach. Just say good fight.
But
Y'all missing why I said that. That was the perfect.
you see what happened. He kept coming. He kept coming. And anytime you keep coming on somebody, see, now y'all young niggas got me watching my fucking speech. I gotta say pause for that. That's crazy. I don't understand that. But no, you come towards your fight like Carmel do. You think he'll be able to beat Tank? Not fighting like that. He's great against his sparring partner. This clip wouldn't have been released if he would have been the other way around, right? Right. Young kid is phenomenal. Lord got big plans for him. Competition wise, not on his level. Lower level, B level. Eventually A- level, but never A+. Never elite. He's under Tank's arm. I mean, not Tank, on Floyd's arm. You have to get him spectacular knockouts first before you can market him more. Recently, he's been fighting after people's major cards, right? So he hasn't got a chance to really have his own showcase yet. But he's going to fight on some major cards on this new PBC deal, right? And they're going to market him tremendously because Tank has fought all the lower level competition. But Carmel hasn't. And that is what they're going to continue to do. Even when Carmel gets older and in Tank's position, they're going to find another Carmel, another Tank, another Muhammad Ali, another Sugar Ray Robinson, another everything, always. And I just hope that, these guys study the sport on the business side and not just on the physical side, because When you got somebody in control of your career, and the moves that you make, it's gonna always be on somebody else's terms. And you have the final say so in who you fight, right? But you're listening to your advisor, so you're gonna go whatever your team say. You can suggest shit, and they will be like, okay, well, this is the best route I think we should take. And you're gonna listen to your advisors, and the fight fans are gonna be like, man, but they're gonna keep watching, right? Until a revolution. People are, I'm talking about tired when they get off of work. Not just tired of lower competition when they watch the boxing match. But when people get off of work, they get ready to watch the fight. They tired, man. So of course they want to see a knockout to keep them woke. You gotta stay up this late, and I gotta go to work tomorrow, and I done paid for this fight. Some people work overtime. You know, work on the weekends, man. You fight on the weekend. That don't mean motherfuckers ain't working, but niggas still support your fights. So we proud to say that every time we buy a fight with Tank, it's gonna be some excitement. Nah, you can't say that with Shakur Stevenson. You can't say that with Devin Haney. You can't say that with a lot of boxers that are great. But that don't change the fact that ain't nobody gonna watch that shit like they gonna watch Tank. That don't mean a motherfucker don't want to see Tank fight no high competition though. We just understand that these guys are tailor-made to continue to give people entertainment. Like, you can put a mouse in a cage with a fucking snake, right? And you know this mouse can't eat him. The only chance he has is to, hide and get away from the snake, right? But all we want to see is what? We want to see the snake catch the mouse, eat him, and swallow him whole. That's the excitement that we get from that. We feed him snake. That's how he eats. And we so sick in the mind, we want to watch him eat, don't we? Yeah, we want to watch him eat his food. Don't you hate when motherfuckers look at you in the mouth when you eat? I don't know how they feel. I know they were cursed by God to crawl on their belly to the ends of the earth. You like to watch snakes eat. You like to watch all the great eat other than yourself. I'm not worried about their food. I'm not worried about their food at all. We need food. You taking food off our table, giving it to you. That's what we do. We taking our food off our table and giving some to you. In the meantime, between time, you steady getting paid. So what I do on my time, I say, fuck that pocket watch. We can't control none of you niggas' money moves. But we have, people we want to see in the ring. And that's the bottom line, man. So how you gonna knock me from wanting to see Shakur fight Tank? I mean, shit, it's a chance Tank can beat the shit out of Shakur, but I still want to see it. But people make it seem like, oh, he's a boring fighter. He's not, pay-per-view attraction. That may be true, but I still want to see it. And you knocking me for wanting to see that type of fight. That's crazy. That's an exciting fight. Like, okay, El Rayo. Y'all want to see him fight El Rayo, right? What about El Rayo? El Rayo might want to motherfucking control his career too. Like, all money ain't good money. Like, you just came off a devastating loss and you avenged it. Now you just came off another loss. You want to avenge that one too. Remember Santos, De Los Santos? He fucked you up, Rayo. You can go on a revenge tour. You already avenged Cobra. Go after De Los Santos. But they want to put you right in the lion's den. They want to put that mouse right in there with that snake. But they know that snake gonna eat him. They know the snake gonna eat him. I don't want to see no. I want to put 2 snakes in the pit. Put 2 snakes in the pit. And let's see that fight. And that's all I'm saying, man. We don't want to see El Rayo get in the ring with Tank because we know what's gonna happen, bro. If you know who's gonna win that fight between El Rayo and Tank, hit the like button. Come on, man. If you know who's gonna win that fight between El Rayo and Tank Davis, hit the like button for me, please. That's a you know what I'm saying? That's a no-brainer. That's a mouse and a snake, bro. I hate to say it. I ain't calling El Rayo a mouse. It's a symbolism of it. You know, he's not on Tank's level. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I can be wrong. Well, you know, okay, let's see it. But I would think El Rayo's career would be better if he avenged his loss to De Los Santos. Because he just avenged Cobra. Bad. Fuck Cobra up. You know he's gonna do that. But yeah, I want to see that. Then we can see the Tank fight if he get it. That'll be bigger for you pocket watchers, right? For the pocket watchers, like, you gonna say, well, El Rayo turning down the chance at shot at Tank, and that's a money bag. But if he builds his and avenges his loss, like all great boxers try to do, and he's successful and beats De Los Santos, especially if he does it in a devastating fashion like he did to Cobra, that fight with Tank would be mega. Because El Rayo would have revenge, and it would have been a revenge tour. And now you can change the type of tour. You know what I'm saying? It's a Hunt Tank tour. And y'all can do it like, you know what I'm saying, a mega fight and pay-per-view that bitch on PBC and the Amazon Prime platform. Everybody get paid. But see, they don't want that because El Rayo have a bigger bargaining chip. You have to pay him a little more. But you catch him right now for Cobra win. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give him that much. So he ain't make nothing off that shit for real. How much that man made, I don't even know. Don't really care, but it wasn't nothing that he would get when he fight Tank. You know, nowhere near. You know, so I would love to see that. Then Tank, but in the meantime, what's up? Like, okay, it's Pitbull Cruz. Okay, what's up after that? Okay, well, we're gonna see. We need some mystery. So always make a wish on the star. You're gonna bring somebody up, or you're gonna bring somebody down, or you're gonna fight somebody in 135. It's only 3 options. Really 4 if you go up. You're gonna bring somebody up, you're gonna bring somebody down, you're gonna stay at 135, and you're gonna go up. It's only 4 options. But we know that, you know what I'm saying, the going up part is really unlikely. You know what I'm saying? So if I really didn't say that, but you made it known 135 a bust. But your opponent can still come down. Your opponent can still come up. Or you can fight somebody in the 135. You know, people said that, and I'm gonna bring his name up again, fuck y'all. And some people said that Tank could beat everybody on Devin Haney's resume. And I said, I beg to differ because Regis is on Devin Haney's resume. Oh, well, Tank will knock Regis out. I said, but wait a minute. Oh, you must go and bring him down to 135 because Regis is a 140-pound fighter. Oh, he was willing to come be a replacement. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Y'all want people to come down. You want people to be at their weakest. You bring people up. You want people to be at a disadvantage. And it's the A-side shit that's killing boxing. When it all boils down to it, man, Floyd fucked up the game worse than it was. It was already corrupt about the fact that he undefeated and he's making these allegations like he's better than anybody in the past, present, or the future. It's godlike to me. And, you know, when you have a godlike state of mind, that's what you say out your mouth. But these fighters see that he's a billionaire. And it's all about money and imagery. So when you have people saying they're the greatest and I'm undefeated, I broke Rocky Marciano's record, which was a fraud. That record was real tainted. He fought his own brother to get one of those victories. But, you know, you're 50-0, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the standard now. If you take a loss, you lose. As far as shine, you know, that's why my cousin say he don't even want to see the fight. He don't want to see Tank fight nobody that. My cousin really honest. He don't want to see Tank fight nobody that can beat him. And that's why I called him, because it's people out there that don't want to admit that about Tank. It's people out there that does not want to see Tank fight anybody that has a chance at beating him, bro. And it's a fact. It's a well-known, documented fact. All you got to do is listen and open your ears. But you believe half of what you see and none of what you hear until it's proven, right? I've been always told that. I hear all this shit. I hear y'all saying, well, he's a 135 when this man blew up to 160. I hear y'all saying, you know what I'm saying, on the other side that Tank be knocking heavyweights down and sparring and shit, man. He be sparring welterweights and all that shit. I be hearing that. And I be also hearing that, you know, Shakur Stevenson is a boring fighter. He ain't no elite fighter. I also hear Tank say that he had him on his hit list. So fuck what y'all saying. That man had him on his hit list. I also hear, you know, Devin Haney and Bill Haney be lying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Capping and all that shit. I also hear, you know what I'm saying, capping and lying on Tank's side of the team too, man. It's like this shit going back and forth. And it ain't gonna settle the dust for y'all kicking up dust. That shit ain't gonna never settle. And motherfuckers gotta let the dust settle and see what y'all gonna do, man. You can't see shit. Y'all kicking up so motherfucking much dust. You know, talking shit. Y'all ain't really talking about nothing. Ain't nobody talking about nothing, man. You ain't talking about moving down the fight anyway and meeting in the middle. Like, you know this man ain't finna come up to no fucking 135, man. Can you still make 130? I don't know. What the fuck is gonna happen, man? All I wanna see is a great fight, but the politics getting in the way. We can't see great fights because of the money bag getting in the way. We can't see fights cause niggas is scary. Cemetery scary of losing they own. Not of another man, but taking the fight knowing, man, these niggas know who they can beat and who they scared of and who they think will have a hard time in the ring with and who they think they can dominate completely. You know what I'm saying? These niggas know. These niggas spar each other. These niggas know their skill level and their abilities and they shortcomings and what they need to work on. These niggas know where they lack at. You know what I'm saying? Niggas inadvertently tell on themselves like Regis. Yeah, man, y'all say I got no footwork, I'm flat-footed, I'm short on, I hear all that. It's true. But you got knockout power, and that's all you should have been concentrating on. You should have worked on the right hook, nigga. That nigga turned you all night, bro. But I'm saying, though, Inoue, look at him. Come on, man. He can't even speak, and you can't even tell on himself. He just so improved on lower level opponents. I can say Cool Boy is a lower level opponent. A lot of them fighters that Inoue fight in Japan will probably give Cool Boy a hard time. I never had him on my pound for pound list. Never. Not a knock on him, but you know, man, it wasn't no big deal when he got beat up. That's what I'm saying. Cause, man, trust me. First of all, it probably would have been a different fight in America, but I doubt it because I look at his technique. He's real crisp and precise with his punches, and he places them, and it's like the way he places his shots. It's like real precise and like he fought in a telephone booth. You understand what I'm saying? Like I just see him vulnerable coming up in weight trying to fight a Tank Davis with the way he fights though. Like of course he's gonna connect against somebody stationary. And I don't see Tank staying stationary for Inoue. And Inoue likes to, you know, take shots, man, like with the high guard up. You see how, you know, when he throws the hook, his head is open. That's what Tank's waiting for. He's fighting the southpaw now. You know, he fighting the southpaw right there. That's the guy he just beat. But, you know, I'll never make that fight. Because it's going to be an A-side battle. Who's the A-side? Who's the B-side? Always and forever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be the issue with any fight Tank make. The A-side shit, but we don't want to see that shit if it's gonna be like that, man. It's gonna be a mismatch, bro.
I'm a big smoker, real big smoker. Not a big drinker, but I will take toker. Take a big sipper, real big dipper. Got a couple dollars for a real thick stripper. Grab my clippers, press my clothes. Put on my cologne and let me feel your nose. Put on my slippers, all gold slippers. Keep that heat, folks, big lip niggas. Man, listen, niggas just want to have fun, but y'all want me to bring my guns. I ain't about that, man. I'm trying to tell the devil fall back, man. Never no more in life will I let you inside my mind for free. Not for free. Never no more in life. Not in life. Will I let you inside my mind for free. Never no more in life. Will I let you inside my mind for free. Not me. No. Never no more in life. Not in life. Will I
yeah, I'm back. Nah, man, I don't know, man. I gotta see something, man. I gotta see something. I got to see something. Talk to me, talk to me. What you want to see, man? Like, real fight fans, talk to me. I don't want to talk to the guys that be in their feelings, man. Like, it's a tragedy in the black community already about colorism. And it's a video with Tank, Devin Haney, and some other dudes. They were talking about, you know, we got some light-skinned brothers, you know what I'm saying, making moves. And that's always been in the black community, you know. It's true, these niggas are light-skinned, but I feel like, you know, that is a reason for Floyd, you know, getting Carmel. Oh, he has talent. Yes, there's a lot of young black niggas out there with talent. But pick and choose who looks more, you know, marketable. And the fact that he looks similar to Tank is the reason he chose him. I don't care what you say. It goes with the talent because he can school him. You know, train him and give him his game and show him the tricks of the trade and You're gonna school them on how to beat certain said fighters to get the bag. You're gonna teach them how to defend against every fighter, but by you putting them in the ring with a lot of lower competition and aggressive style fights, people that come and attack and have lower defensive skills than you, you're gonna always look good in the ring against them type of guy. They ain't gonna put CANELO in the ring with a boxer. You're not gonna put Tank in the ring with a true boxer. That don't look good if people in there and it's not an exciting fight. Support Stevenson would not be an exciting fight because he's not gonna let Tank hit him. They know that. He gonna pick his shot and he gonna try to hurt Tank, but Tank got a job. You know what I'm saying? Tank got the finish. And I just know that it's gonna be a fight that'll never happen. I'm getting my mind off a lot of fights that ain't gonna happen, man. I don't think Inoue and Tank gonna happen. I don't think Shakur and Tank gonna happen. I don't think Devin and Tank gonna happen. I don't think a lot of them fights ain't. It's just, they'll make a round 2 before they make these fights happen. Just, I don't know, it gotta come from Tank. Tank got to break free and use GTD plus whatever his company is. He needs to break away if he wants to prove to you Negroes that he can beat these guys. If he doesn't, he's gonna have to, take less money and make the fight, man, because these guys gonna eventually build their resumes up. And they're gonna continue to win. And the victories, if they become spectacular, it's gonna boost them up more and more. Building their resume up. Years go by. And the fight still ain't made. And I mean, we can't predict the future. We can't predict if, you continue the knockout spree or you fall off. We can't predict if they continue their good spree or if they fall off. And then when the time comes and one of you niggas fall off, now y'all say, well, the fight can't be made. But just think, you missed out on a lot of money. That's like the AJ and the Wilder fight. That fight, no. You missed out on the 50 mil ticket years ago, G. And now you want to fight Wilder because everybody see him slipping. He lost a couple of steps, bro. Of course you want to fight him. You heard what Ruiz said. Oh man, I wish it was me in there. In my ass. He could have made the fight. He was too busy rolling up weed, man, bagging up the pounds in Mexico. Tank will out Inoue to sleep. I'm not the biggest Tank fan because he don't fight no. I just said that, G. I'm just saying though. It'll be a great fight, but it'll never happen. It will never, ever happen. There's fights in boxing that will never happen, G. I said that, bro, because Inoue fucking, he's a good technical sound fighter, but he's gonna have to come up first of all. There's no way in the fuck Tank going down. And if he comes up, man, the way he comes in and leaves himself open, Tank is a counterpuncher. And if he fucking put that fucking high guard up against Tank and let Tank go happy with the fucking hooks to the body, he's out of there. He's out of there very easy. Very easy. But if he goes to Japan, it's a different story. And that'll never happen. And it's because of the A-side shit. Inoue gonna say he's the A-side because I'm the number 1 pound for pound. Tank gonna say he the A-side, but only in America. Only in America, bro. He's not the A-side in Japan. And so Inoue will probably reject the contract if he doesn't come to Japan. You see what he did to Cool Boy. Yeah, he got that man over there. Them boys were scared. They was scared. They was cemetery scared because they knew the motherfucking gloves had the fucking cast in. They were like, hey man, no, hold up. Let me know you have fear. You know, you're a fighter. You put fear in your fighter by addressing it underneath it, which you should have never did. You should have just kept that shit a secret to your soul, man, and just wrapped your hands up with the cast. You understand me? But like you saying that, hey man, no, y'all niggas got cash and y'all, I'm fear for my fight. I don't want my fighter to get hit with that. You put fear in that man's head. Now he worried about how hard Inoue gonna hit him. When he hit him, he split him. I'm talking about he dissected Cool Boy. I hated that fight. Man, motherfucker hit Cool Boy in his face. Cool Boy shook his head and nodded an agreement. Like, yeah, you got me. That's when I knew it was over with. And sure enough, right after he nodded his head, Inoue did the Superman punch on his ass. Took off from the floor in mid-air and cracked his ass. Got him up out of there. Now he talking about going to 130, tracing some chump up there at 130 to get a belt and rematch Inoue. It's gonna be the same thing, especially if you go back to Japan. It's over with. You're a good boxer, man, but you're just a basic Philly style fighter. That's all that is. Tank, he's more dynamic. Tank has a chin. Tank, you know, I hate to say it, takes punishment. You know, and counters a lot. So the way that Inoue is going to try to fight him is stay on the outside first and dissect him from the outside. I noticed Inoue, he's a good boxer. He just he leaves himself open when he feel like he got somebody hurt. Yeah, I noticed that his chin just be glistening for a great counter, especially when he puts the high guard up and leans into his guy. You saw the body shot he took from this guy. It was vicious. It was nothing like Tank. Anyway's a good little fighter, you know. Coming up and weight, nah. Yeah, I'd rather see Navarrete go up and fight Tank. You know what I'm saying? Like my cousin said, man, you know, he said what he said, and that's his opinion. I don't agree with it, but you don't want to see Tank fight nobody that can beat him because it'll stop his shine, and he like to see the man shine. I was like, that's the most dumbest shit in the world, and that's why he not a real boxing fan. He's an NBA type of dude, but he like Tank, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I call him. But nah, bro, we want to see these. Like, that's like putting a snake and a mouse in the pit together. You know what's gonna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to see two snakes fight. Put two snakes in the pit. Don't put no fucking mouse in there with this dude. You know, you put Inoue up there, man, he gonna come up and get destroyed. But he ain't gonna do that because he's smart. These motherfuckers not leaving Japan to be no fucking B-side to nobody. That's dumb. And Tank ain't finna fucking go to Japan and drop weight. If he go to Japan, it's definitely a higher weight class. I wouldn't even see Tank going down to 130 no more though. He already made it known he's 135 a bust. Man, fuck Devin Haney. Ain't no more Devin Haney talk no more. We don't even want to talk about that shit on this channel. I just fuck that fight, bro. I'm sick of that. They should have made that fight like 2 years ago, G. You know what I'm saying? That shit old as dirt. How you say fuck these old heads? Yeah, fuck that old ass fight, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Inoue though, hype. That's all it is until he come over here. Cause you know what Floyd said, he wanted to take the drug test, baby. I understand why he said it. He did that with Pacquiao. Pacquiao, man, is suspicious. You know what I'm saying? You That's why Floyd was scared of you, man. You didn't want a motherfucker get in the ring unless you was getting poked, boy. And I meant by the needle. These movies actually like to search niggas' mouths. You like to see a nigga say gay shit. I don't say Paul here, but anyway, like I was saying, man, yeah, shit. Anyway, leave yourself open. A lot of look at that shit right there. Fire, Tank. I'm sorry, man. I use the triangle theory over here too. I just feel like if he leave his jaw open like that against Tank, he's gonna get counted. I don't care how bad you think you got hurt. It's defensive responsibility. Tank is a little counter-punching motherfucker, man. You start attacking that boy, he gonna back up. This man stood there and stood his ground. And took the punishment that NUA gave him. That's just the total opposite of what I think Tank would do. So, but we'll never see that shit, because they both A-side. In their own mind, you know. You can't blame Terrence Crawford for doing what he do. I want to see him fight Boots. Who the fuck don't want to see that? Look at that shit. Ain't no way in the world you do that to Tank. High guard to high guard. Jesus. But now who want to see Boo? Who the fuck want to see, niggas want to see that shit, G. And I just hate that. You know, it's about the money bag, you know, because we get these fights turned into fantasy fights. Like Boots and Terrence Crawford is a fantasy fight now, even though they both won 47. Devin Haney and Tank is a fantasy fight now. NUA and Tank is a fantasy fight. The only fight we should be talking about is the 135. Who won 135? The Tank fight. And I already told you, El Rayo man needs to say it. All money ain't good money. Because if Tank offered him a contract, people gonna be like, if he don't take it, he'll duck. But I say certain fights should be ducked. Because nigga, you just revenged your loss against Cobra. And that was a vicious one. Beautiful. Now I feel like you should avenge your loss with Edwin de los Santos. And that would be beautiful if you could do it like you did Cobra. And if you do it like you did Cobra, then that Tank fight will be even greater. But that's not what they want, because then they'll have to pay you more if you succeed that type of victory and come back. So they want you now, right? No, turn it down. But you're not going to do that because you have pride. And that's called ducking, right? Fuck out of here, man. I'm not even mad at Pitbull for ducking Shakur. Cause if you'd have fucking fought Shakur, he'd have beat you up, bro. And then you probably would have missed out on the opportunity to get a rematch with Tank. I don't know why Frank Martin ducked Shakur. Well, maybe he got a surprise for you Negroes coming up in the PBC. Maybe he's the fight with Tank, right? I don't know. I'm just speculating, man. I would love to see Tank and Frank. That rhymes, don't it? Tank and Frank. Whatever. Fuck it. I mean, at least like I only seen Tank fight Mexican style fighters and come forward fighters that are easily counted. Never seen nobody really slick in the ring with Tank, bro. Who was slick? What, Hector? I don't think, it was slick. It was, blah. Man, Hector was exposed. Like, you seen all his work in the sparring matches with Devin Haney. So it's like you can practice on what you can do in the fight against this motherfucker just by watching what Devin thought. He was exposing some good shit too, didn't he? That was some trash, but if you say you expose him, that's what you release. Okay, but I can see that. I'm like, I can beat that motherfucker. Devin had success against this motherfucker in sparring. Oh yeah, I'll beat him. Shout out to Hector. I don't know if you got paid for that fight or not, but you sure did some good acting in that motherfucker. What round that was when Meek Mill got drunk and started talking shit in the crowd? Motherfucker caused that distraction. I couldn't believe Tank just stopped fighting, bro. Before you start fighting and looking in the crowd, folks, man, I'll beat your motherfucking ass. You look off on me, man. I'm already scared of your knockout power. I'm already watching and looking at you with great intentions. And you looking at Meek Mill, yak. Just saying, dog, you did good, man. give you a little bonus, man. I don't know if you got paid for that little lookout. Man, we want to see you in the ring with 2 snakes, bro. You know, that's what the thrill of it is, though. It's like when you have a pet snake and you feed it. Don't you hate when motherfuckers look at you while you eating? So you put that mouse in that cage, right? And that snake just get in. And you just sit there and watch the snake eat it because it thrills you. It gives you excitement, right? Well, no, man. Put 2 snakes in that motherfucker, man. We don't want to see, because we already know the snake gonna eat it. We know the snake is gonna eat it, man. We know what's gonna happen. Unless the mouse just runs and just hides. We know the snake gonna eat it, man. Put 2 snakes in the pit. That's what we want to see. I want to see 2 snake fights. Look at that shit. Ain't nowhere in the fuck you do that to fucking Tank, bro. He's gonna eat you alive, man. Plus, he's gonna bring you up. So, like I said, it's only 3 things that's gonna happen for Tank, man. Tank gonna either bring somebody up, or he gonna bring somebody down, or he gonna fight at 135. Which one is it? I want to fight at 135. I want to fight at 135. So who is in 135? You want to start at the top, or you want to start at the bottom? I don't know. Who's in 135? You start at the top. Shakur. He said he want to go step by step and fight everybody and get every belt one by one. That's what he said out his mouth. He said he want to get every belt one by one. He ain't even calling Tank's name out. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know why. I don't even care why. But he's available. You know. It's a lot of guys available that people say they're not ready for Tank, right? Now, I don't know. I'm just going to name them. They say Keyshawn ain't ready for Tank. They say Andy Cruz ain't ready for Tank. They say Kid Schofield ain't ready for Tank. They say Carmel definitely ain't ready for Tank. Who else they say ain't ready for Tank, man? I said, damn. Hold on, I'm gonna find out.
PARTTWICE production.
Oh. He want Lomachenko, but he fighting Cambosis. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin, I don't know. Is he ready for Tank? I don't know. Jermaine Ortiz, he ain't ready for Tank. I mean, we already know JoJo Diaz some shit. What about Schofield? Kid Schofield. He's too young. He's not ready. Ready? Shit, yeah, I'm ready. Gamboa out of that Oscar. Duarte just got punished. He went up and fought with a higher division. They didn't want to see that. And that's what y'all want to see. You want to see Emmanuel to go. A lot of people up in here, man. Who else in this motherfucker? Francisco Vargas. Ooh. You definitely want to see Leonardo here. So, we just going through all the, competitors. I don't see nobody. Everybody, these niggas are, going all the way down, man. It's 139 lightweights. There's 139 lightweights out there. I'm just worried about the top 5 though. We can say the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Let's read this top 10 in 135, man. Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis, Lomachenko, Andy Cruz, William Cepeda, Frank Martin, Keyshawn Davis, Isaac Cruz, Raymond Mortala, Maxie Hughes, Then number 11 is George Kambosos. George Kambosos is fighting Vasily Lomachenko. He number 3, so he out of there. Andy Cruz, he just got a good victory. He open. William Cepeda, what's up? Frank Martin, what's up? Keyshawn Davis, what's up? Shit, Keyshawn Davis ranked higher than Isaac Cruz, but y'all want to see a rematch with Isaac Cruz and fucking Tank Davis, right? Man, come on, man. We got a lot of talking to do, man. Okay, Schofield way down there, number 18. Y'all put him in there with Tank Hunt. He's young. Or put an old Javier Fortuna in there with him, huh? So who we gonna fight? Or you gonna bring somebody up? Oh, that's what it is. So who y'all gonna bring up? Navarrete? Or you gonna fight Oscar Valdez? What about Oshaki Foster though? Fuck Joe Cordina. What about Oshaki Foster? Bring him up, Tank. Bring him up there and give him a motherfucking payday. Robinson Conceição, bring him up. Lee Wood, nah, you'll punish that shit. Ray Vargas, bring him up. Fuck it. Lamont Roach, bring Lamont Roach up, nigga. You already brought Hector Garcia up. Why you can't bring them niggas up? You brought Leo Santa Cruz up. And you brought Hector Garcia up. Fuck Chris Colbert. We don't want to see him. We don't want to see Mark Magsayo. You know what I'm saying? We definitely don't want to see no Tevin Farmer. His cock-eyed ass. We don't want to see none of that shit. Bring them niggas up, though. Bring Oshaki up. Bring Oshaki up. Cause it's like I said, it's either you gonna fight at 135. We just named all the motherfuckers. It's 139 fighters in the 135. And now we like, fuck it, you ain't gonna fight none of them motherfuckers. But we know you ain't going up to 140. You made that known. We in the 130, nigga. We got Emmanuel Navarrete at 130. We got Oscar Valdez, Joe Cordina, Oshaki Foster, Robinson Conceição, Leigh Woods, and Ray Vargas, nigga. You got Lamont Roach. You already brought Hector Garcia up. You already brought motherfucking Leo Santa Cruz up. So why not bring up somebody else from 130? Because we already went through the 135. We got to do that again. Because we already established again 140 is out of the question. Now, I know you ain't going to bring little bitty old Inoue up to 135, so that'll be like you going down to 130 in a compromise situation, right? That ain't going to happen, nigga. So we looking at 130. We got Emmanuel Navarrete, Oscar Valdez, Joe Cordina, Oshaki Foster, Robinson Conceição, Leigh Wood, Ray Vargas, Lamont Roach. Who you going to bring one of them niggas up? You already brought motherfucking Hector Garcia and goddamn Leo Santa Cruz up. Fuck it. You ain't fighting nobody in 135. You finna fight somebody at 130. Who you finna fight, man? Let's go back to 135, man. Let's go back to 135, man. It's like, okay, let's see who you bring down. Let's see you can bring a motherfucker down. Let's see who you bring down. You know Devin Haney said he ain't going back to 135. Teofimo, he got let's just name him first. You got Teofimo Lopez, Matias, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, Gary Antoine Russell, Jack Catterall, Regis Prograis, Ryan Garcia, and Barbosa. And Richard Hissison is at 11. Man, you got a lot of motherfuckers. Sandor Martin. Man, you got a lot. Jose Zepeda. Who you gonna bring down? Who you gonna bring down? Let's start at the top again, Joe. You already said fuck Devin Haney, or did you? You understand? You ain't sent no contract or no term sheet or no nothing. Teofimo got to fight. What about Matias? He said your name in Espanol after his fight. Yeah, I remember I was watching the fight, nigga. I heard him. They asked me, I want to thank Devin Haney. See, he said it. What about him? Bring him down. I'm pretty sure he would love a tank fight. I'm pretty motherfucking sure he would love to get a chance to get a money bag fight. Yeah, damn all that shit, man. Yeah, bring somebody down. Bring somebody up or fight at 135. I just got to know which one it is. It's going to be one of the three. And I told you the fourth option is not going to happen. He's not going to 140. Forget about it. He's going to bring somebody down. He's going to bring somebody up. He's going to fight at 135. I say 135. We have Shakur Stevenson. We have Lomachenko's fighting Kambosos, though. We got Andy Cruz. We got William Cepeda, Frank Martin, Keyshawn Davis, Isaac Cruz. You already fought him. We got a couple guys that you can fight. Jermaine Ortiz. You don't want to see no fucking JoJo Diaz. We got Kid Schofield too young for you, huh? Oh man, William, what the fuck, man? These niggas are old enough to go to the war and die. 18 years old, man. You can die. You go to war and serve your country and die, but these niggas too young to get in the ring with Tank, man. That's some shit. Muhammad Ali win the title at how old? Crazy. I don't get it. The protection fees are being paid. The protection fees are being paid, man. Man, hey man, I'm just sorry. If you want to see a snake and a mouse in the pit together, cool. Hit the like button. If you want to see two snakes in the pit together, cool. Hit the fucking like button, man. I don't give a fuck what you want to see. It's all about what I want to see, right? And I don't want to see this man beat the shit out of no fucking mouse no more, man. I'm tired of this shit. Yes. These were good boxers. We ain't gonna say none of these guys are trash no more on this page. Hector Garcia is a good boxer, bro. Not good enough to be in the ring with Tank. Yes, Ryan Garcia is an exciting fighter. But he ain't in the fucking realm of Tank, bro. Same as Pitbull. Now, I would have loved to see a healthy Gamboa, but he tore his Achilles in the second round, bro. Then Devin turn around and fight him, man. That shit ain't nothing. You see what happened to Deontay Wilder, man? That man got beat up, man. This man took too many beatings. He's old. Of course he's diminished. Now AJ want to fight him. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop waiting for people to have a bad performance, and now y'all want to fight people. That's how they got Regis. They scouted him. They scouted Regis. You understand me? Say what's up, hit the like button for me, man. Don't spam my chat, that's all I say, nigga. You can say your opinion, I don't give a fuck what your opinion is, nigga. I'm telling you what I like. They scouted Regis. They scout everybody, G. What the coach said, man. Y'all want me to call coach? Let me find coach number, man. Let me see if I got this nigga number, man. Hey, man, y'all chill, man. Let me holler at coach right quick, man. Hey, Coach Calvin, man, what they said about, hold up.
Hey, Coach Calvin, City 313 say, all Tank, how you feel about this? All Tank fights is tailor-made as well. You can't say that, Coach. Just say good fight.
Y'all missing why I said that. That was the perfect match for Devin to showcase his talents. He had on the perfect suit. It was tailor-made. It was a showcase fight. He showed up for the showcase. Is that clear enough for y'all? Everybody kept saying, oh, Tank ain't fighting nobody. Tank ain't doing. They doing the exact same thing. All of them doing the exact same thing. It's just which fighter is easy to get to with the platform that they are on. Did that make sense, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
No, you see, I get it. I understand. I see Bill's blueprint. I can see it. You know what I mean? Regis, southpaw, flat-footed. I mean, I had hopes that he could make the fight aggressive, that he could make it a street fight, but he couldn't do it. Devin had to do his job. I was rooting on Regis making it a street fight.
Yes, you was. Yes, you was. You was rooting on Regis. Yes, you was.
Regis couldn't find his way in the door.
Hey man, I mean, you heard what Coach said. You heard the coach. We're gonna keep that running because that's big what he said, bro.
Fighter, it's easy to get you with the platform that they're on. Does that make sense, y'all?
Let me find Coach number, man. Let me see if I got this nigga number, man. Hey man, y'all chill, man. Let me holler at Coach right quick, man. Hey, Coach Calvin, man, what they said about? Hold up.
Hey, Coach Calvin, City 313 say all tank. How you feel about this? All tank fights is tailor-made as well. You can't say that, Coach. Just say good fight.
Y'all missing why I said that. That was the perfect match for Devin to showcase his talents. He had on the perfect suit. It was tailor-made. It was a showcase fight. He showed up for the showcase. Is that clear enough for y'all? Everybody kept saying, "Oh, Tank ain't fighting nobody. Tank ain't doing. They doing the exact same thing. All of them doing the exact same thing. It's just which fighter is easy to get you with the platform that they're on." Did that make sense, y'all?
No. No, it don't make sense, man. It don't make sense to me. If you just say it in the same sentence that they doing the same thing. You tried to fix it by saying to get it on the same platform. No. Niggas crossing platforms and fighting. If it's a big money fight, right? That's what y'all say, right? You would have to cross the platform to make an Inuit fight, right? Talk to me, though. You would have to cross platforms to make an Inuit fight, bro.
Hey, Coach Calvin, City 313 say all tank. How you feel about this? All tank fights is tailor-made as well. You can't say that, Coach. Just say good fight.
Y'all missing why I said that. That was the perfect match for Devin to showcase his talents. He had on the perfect suit. It was tailor-made. It was a showcase fight. He showed up for the showcase. Is that clear enough for y'all? Everybody kept saying, "Oh, Tank ain't fighting nobody. Tank ain't doing. They doing the exact same thing. All of them doing the exact same thing. It's just which fighter is easy to get you with the platform that they are on." Did that make sense, y'all?
No, you see, I get it. I understand. I see Bill's blueprint. I can see it. You know what I mean? Regis, southpaw, flat-footed. I mean, I had hopes that he could make the fight aggressive, that he could make it a street fight, but he couldn't do it. Devin had to do his job. I was rooting on Regis making it a street
Yes,
fight.
she was.
Yes, you
Yes,
was.
she was. You was rooting on Regis.
You
Yes, she
was.
was.
Regis couldn't find his way in the
Was
door.
rooting on Regis. Why? Because that nigga can fight. That's the only thing I don't like about that situation, what he said. It's true what he said. They do be scouting fights for Tank. Just like Bill Haney scouted that motherfucking Regis program. He knew that Regis was tough, though. Just like they scouted Pitbull. They knew Pitbull was tough, but they knew he had them little short baby. He was a little bitty motherfucker like Tank. Tank was supposed to beat that motherfucker ass, but he hurt him hand. Yeah, him hurt him hand and could knock him out. So now they want him to rematch him. No. Everybody scouting motherfucker, nigga. You think if they could, man, they would make that goddamn NUA fight. But who's the A side? You can't be the A side and you ain't got no motherfucking no belts. NUA over there collecting straps. You understand me? He over there collecting straps. Straight apps. You got strap season tattooed on you though. But then you got people saying that he don't fight for belts. So the negotiation table is set. If there ever was to be the fantasy fight against the NUA and Tank, it would have to be the A-side NUA. Why wouldn't it be? He's number one pound for pound on everybody else's pound for pound list, right? I mean, keep it real. Who has Tank over NUA on their pound for pound list? It goes black. It ain't nothing. It ain't now. I mean, except guys like me. You know what I'm saying? But who am I? I sit back, play the pimping, you know. Watch everything go down and just make my my analysis. It's just my opinion. Everybody entitled to one. I don't just look at it straight on like everybody else do. If you just look at it in the eyes of that, yeah, okay, that's what's gonna happen. You understand me? But we know for a fact that we just a small piece of the pie. We the 2% that think like that. We know damn well these fights ain't finna get, and please. NUA is a type of fighter that has to have the A-side ability. You have to keep your A-side intact. You cannot let someone talk you out your A-side. And that goes for Tank too. So if you have, just like a couple, if you have a man and a woman in a relationship, and the woman is an independent woman, she's strong, and the man is independent, he's strong. He don't need no money from a woman. She don't need no money from a man. You can't tell her shit, and you can't tell him shit. That relationship would never work because nobody will compromise. Two A-sides, two alphas. So if the negotiations are coming from Floyd and Al Heyman and Leonard Ellaby's in their ear, and the Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny's in your ear, Mama's in your ear, they're gonna tell you to go for the money bag. You know, keep your A-side sacred. And the same thing is over there in Japan. You're never gonna get NUA to negotiate something that's unfair for him either. And, you know, he's very itty-bitty. He's not, you know what I'm saying, something that can just come up 2-3 weight divisions and fight a Tank. And would Tank go down? That's the crazy part. Would he bring him to 135? Or would he go to 130 and try to trick him to come there? I don't know. Like, that would be a great fight, and as you guys say, a great pay-per-view. But these are fantasy fights. That's why you guys should always understand that money has taken over the sport of boxing, and certain fights that we want to see will not happen because people have way outs. People have way out. So the way out is like if a man has a bad performance, knowing that it was a bad performance, you'll say, oh, well, see, he's not a pay-per-view attraction. He couldn't get his guy to that. You know what I'm saying? He had a bad performance. That just happened, you know. Nobody knocked Tank when he hurt his hand against Pitbull Cruz, though. Because, you know, he's the face of boxing, say. I don't agree with that, but that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? You got Canelo Alvarez over here taking losses and still selling out arenas. That's the face of boxing, so-called per se. But when you have someone taking losses and the fan base is still stronger than ever, you cannot complain about that. And you have to respect that. I'm pretty sure if Tank Davis was to ever lose, his fan base is artificial. Only ones that are really true to Tank are the guys in Baltimore and the DC area. Everybody else is just enamored with his knockout power. And like Mike Tyson, as soon as Mike Tyson started getting into trouble and fucking up and, you know what I'm saying, going to prison, niggas turned on him, G. But he was an exciting fighter and everybody wanted to see him because they knew either he was going to get knocked out or he was going to knock somebody out. Because after Buster Douglas, it was on. Nigga, let the drama begin, you know? But everybody knew after Buster beat Tyson, either he was going to knock somebody out or he was going to get knocked out, especially when he bit fucking Holyfield's ear off. Oh, yes, excitement. Oh, you couldn't, man, that blew him back up to superstardom. You understand me? But we always knew when we watched Mike Tyson, we were going to get a show. And he's an entertainer. And Tank is an entertainer. And they're trying to keep this entertainment going until it doesn't go anymore. He's getting older now. How old is Tank, man? He's getting older now. In the sport of boxing, man, you know, it's like football. If you're a running back, your career is shorter than a wide receiver's or, you know, a quarterback. You know, same with the big men in the NBA. They don't last as long. Your body's wear and tear. But little bitty Tank, he can last long because he's agile. He can move. He can avoid punishment. But it's like, why does this? What I never understood about Tank. I know why he does it, but it's just too much for me. And that's the reason I picked certain said fighters over him. Not saying that he's not great. It's just that I don't like the high guard. When he, you know, he loves the high guard too much for me. And Tank can do that against said fighters, but not against elite fighters. And that's the problem. We ain't seen him fight nobody elite, if you ask me. And I haven't seen Devin Haney really fight nobody elite. I haven't seen Shakur Stevenson fight nobody elite. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't seen it. And them the only three boxers that we really be talking about seeing each other fight. And those the only really boxers that we really care about seeing each other mix it up with, unless you're talking about Inoue. And then you put Inoue in the picture and it becomes a fantasy fight, like a Floyd Mayweather Canelo 2. You know what I'm saying? Like a Terrence Crawford Boots fight. That's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. A Tank Shakur fight would never happen. A Tank Shakur fight would never happen. It's never gonna happen. Even though they say Shakur's boring and he can't sell out a backyard, it would never happen. Not because of he's boring and he can't sell out a backyard, but because they're not gonna pay him what Shakur thinks he needs to be paid. They're not gonna offer him what Shakur thinks he needs to be paid. And if they ever did offer him something, it'll be something that Shakur thinks he should not be getting paid. But they will never get to that point because they know Shakur is a superior boxer. And he's not the type of boxers that Tank has been fighting. And see, the only reason they're not fighting Devin Haney now is not because of his weight. It's because Devin Haney has been prepping himself to fight Tank in the last few fights, thinking he would get a Tank fight. All southpaw. You understand me? And Tank has not been preparing to fight a Devin Haney style type of fighter. He's been fighting whoever and beating them because they're easily there to be put inside the snake pit to be eaten. I don't knock it. I just, we know what we gonna get. When you go to Burger King, you know what you gonna get. You know the type of service you gonna get at Mickey D's. You know when you go to Taco Bell, you gonna have to shit later on. Your stomach gonna be fucked up. You know this shit, right? These are things we know. If we cheat on our girl and she catches us a chance, we gonna lose everything. We know these things, certain things we know. So when you know it and you still try to buck against the nature of knowing what you know, it drives you crazy. So that's why I'm doing a drive and a push to let you guys know that there are certain said fights that would never happen. And I just totally agree that I don't think this fight would never happen. An NUA Tank fight because it's a battle of A sides. Who's the A side? Who you think the A side? Tank or NUA? Type it in the chat. I don't care. Say it in the air. Put it out there. You know, stand on your square. I'm to the nature to think that if they was to ever make that fight, it wouldn't happen because both sides will claim A side. But if I say Inoue is the A side, it's only because he's the A side in Japan. Well, if he comes to America, it's Tank. It's so wishy-washy. But overall, you got to give it to Inoue because look, he's number one on everybody's pound for pound. Not on mine, but everybody else's. So that's what the European eye is looking at. Yeah, Tank, man, you know, you doing your thing over here. But look at Cool Boy. Remember Cool Boy, Stephen Fulton? Yes, I remember him. He said he was going to 130, I think. And I think he said he wanted a rematch. But I don't see nothing different in the rematch. Because Cool Boy's a good boxer from Philly, but that's just it. I never had him on my radar. And I told you guys that before the fight, I did the live fight. And once he nodded his head in the middle of the ring from a jab from Inoue, he acknowledged the fact that, yes, you got me. And that's the round that Inoue proceeded to Superman punch him. But Inoue was fighting somebody different than Tank. And I just don't think that Cool Boy is a counterpuncher like Tank is. Tank is the most dangerous counterpuncher we have in the sport of boxing. Tank will set you up and let you get comfortable with, you know, and that's what I have a problem with. The punishment Tank receives trying to set niggas up. He's a little bitty nigga, and that's why it's smart for him to not fight Devin at 140. But it's disappointing because, like I said, it's only three things Tank can do. You can either fight at 135, and we named all the fighters at 135. So it's a couple guys, you know, you can fight down there, G. Or you can bring somebody up. We named all the fighters at 130 that you could bring up. There's a couple guys up there that you can bring up, G. Or you can bring somebody down for 140. Whole bunch of motherfuckers up there at 140 you can bring down, G. I promise you it is. But the burden is on you, Jack. Because, you know, we tanked out, right? Man, please, nigga, that's the only reason I watch Tank fights is to see him knock motherfuckers out. I don't see him to go in there and box. You see he can box. Don't nobody want to see no boxing match. That's what y'all say about Devin Haney. Ain't nobody trying to see no boxing match, man. Ain't nobody trying to see Mike Tyson go in there and box nobody. We want to see blood. We want to see the mouse get thrown in the snake pit. That's what you watch your snake eat. And look, watch, he finna eat the mouse. We sick. That's how we are. You hate when people look at you in your mouth when you're eating, don't you? Well, damn it, act like that with the snake, man, and just put another snake in the pit with him. That's all I'm asking, man. There's some snakes out there, man. Snake bite, man. There's some snakes out there, man, that we ain't gonna never see. Because you got to protect the money bag. If you play chess like I do, the most important piece on the board is the king. And he must be what? Protected at all costs. Right? Like my cousin said it earlier in the video. He was like, man, I don't want to see Tank fight nobody that can beat him. I'm like, bro, you really just said that on live, bro. He's like, I don't care, man. That'll take his shine away. And I was agreeing, because in the state of boxing now, if you lose, it's over with. Thanks, Floyd. Thanks, Floyd. It's because of Floyd, G. It's always been fucked up, but Floyd made it to where you cannot lose. You can't lose your O. Can't lose your O. If you lose your O, you got to go. Especially with the black fight fans. Especially with the black fight fans. Especially with the black fight fans. Look at CANELO. Yeah, man, you think if CANELO lose again, they gonna go against him? So what? Bucket Cabron. Look at Mario Barrios. They don't give a fuck. Tank knocked his noodle loose. Look at Ryan Garcia. He's back a star. Even black folks still love him. But old Regis, he way down in the water now. Way in the water. And they done drowned Regis, man. Oh man, it's bad for Regis, man. He's trash now, remember? But he used to be the boogeyman. What about Shakur? Oh, he's trash. Now I heard somebody say he was trash, bro. I heard somebody actually say out their mouth on one of these podcasts that Shakur Stevenson was trash. I think it was on the Rise podcast, bro. You know, I fuck with the Rise podcast, man, but they said that, G. I was like, damn, that's total disrespect. And that's one of the guys that Tank said he wanted to take on a hit list about. Yeah, he had him on his hit list, and y'all call that man trash, G. After one performance. Y'all was waiting on that fucked up performance, wasn't it? Oh man, it would have been so sweet if his hand wasn't hurt. Ooh. So man, that's all I wanted to say, man. It's gonna be one of three things, because it ain't gonna be number 4. You definitely ain't going to 40, bro. We got that established, but you know, hey man, y'all niggas hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe. You know the vibe. Y'all know the vibe, man. The most shouted man nigga on YouTube, man. I be saying the shit niggas be wanting to say, man, and be glad I'm saying the shit. You know what I'm saying? Can't say it on their channel, but when they get on their channel, be acting like they against the shit that I be saying, dog. But deep down in their heart, they really be feeling like I feel, man. Y'all know these niggas scary, cemetery scary, man. But y'all can't say that because the boxers ain't gonna fuck with you if you say that shit, man. A nigga can't prove it. Conspiracy can't be proven. You can't go to your job and prove that your boss is racist, because you can't prove racism. You can't prove what's in a man's heart, what's in a man's mind. I can say I love you 20 times. That don't mean I don't, you know what I'm saying, I really want to kill you. I mean, you know what I'm saying, I'm telling you what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I might be trying to bring you up and slam you down. You don't know. You gotta go by action, bro. That's what you need to teach your daughters. If you don't teach your daughters that, then what is you teaching? Because a nigga gonna tell your daughter, man, baby, I love you, man. And she gonna believe it, because that's what girls do. They believe what the slicksters say. Just like the sheep believe what the slicksters say. The sheep don't always believe what the slicksters say. Yeah, man. You get a good reverend, look at T.D. Jakes. Perfect example. You know? They believe him, man, because he's bringing the word of God, bro. So, you know, you can spin it either way you want, man. But at the same time, you wrong too. Because you know that not just homosexual activity is sin, but being with a woman that's not your wife is a sin. And you at parties like this, with this type of shit going on, whether it was heterosexual or homosexual activity going on, but you know, you being judged. So it's all that and then some. But man, you know, I had a good time on this live, man. Y'all definitely got to come back and kick it with the boy. Call in and let me know. But before I go, man, who's the A-side? Tank or Inouye? I mean, that's a real question. I mean, nobody's talking about that because everybody says it's a fantasy fight. Who is it? And will it ever happen? Like, you got people in 130 and 140 and 135 that you can pull from. You have to pick up the litter. You can fly a kite to anybody. The question is who? Who? Niggas need to know, man. You know, we just chilling, we sitting back, going to work every day, you know, watching the news, watching what you niggas say on Twitter, you know, keeping tabs, because we love the sport of boxing. We want to see you guys get it on. And you guys you talking in riddles. I hate guys that talk in riddles, man. You know, and you guys say clout chasing is bad. Yo, what about Ali? He said everybody's name. Well, I guess that was back in the day. That don't count. Fuck it. Mike Tyson told Charlo, man, you need to start calling these guys out. What he said. Oh, it's different now, old school. Fuck out of here, nigga. You niggas are soft. And don't nobody want to admit that shit. We ain't trying to spare nobody over here. We ain't sparing boots. I'm mad he ain't take that weak ass BLK Prime contract and fought goddamn Terrence Crawford. You know, I know it wouldn't have been smart. You know, why you ducking? I mean, yo, fight me on Showtime, nigga. If you want to really fight me, that's where the money is. It's for show over there. For show money better than no money. Just like slow money. But hey, we'll never see that fight now. He beat up on Earl Spence. And now he got the pick of the litter. He calling Canelo out. Canelo don't want to fight you, bro. He finna get a cupcake fight for fight number 2 on the PBC. Then it's on to fight number 3. That's the fight. Who's fight number 3 for Canelo? Cool, y'all gonna be surprised. Yeah, man, I'm out this bitch, man. You know, back on the night, late night, vampire hours. If you ain't up, oh well, catch the